わしたしまうちな戦よのあわりおびんじゃすごとにわちもやまちおびんじゃすごとにわちもやまちさごの花の歌のごとやのよしごとやちもにすみていちまりんたげにでいごちなの花うちなのしらまやあんちゅらさうちなのちゅらさやしまのたからうちなんちゅのちもごころまさてちゅらさうちなんちゅのちもごころまさてちゅらさうちなんちゅのちもごころまさてちゅらさ
from 10.
Hi time!
Hi, Wane Yamada Burian Yaibing Utashiku Unige Sabida, broadcasting live here in Waipio on the island of Oahu. And I'm here with my handsome and talented co-host Tom Yamamoto, our 2016 HUOA president and teacher at Iliahi Elementary School.
Hi, Gusuyo Umajun Uchinanchu No Hi Uyue Naishia Ipe Shirigahuna Kutu Ndi Umutoibing Wane Yamamoto Tomu Yaibing Yutasaragutu Unige Sabira. Aloha everyone. My name is Tom Yamamoto and we're just very, very excited to celebrate with all of you throughout the world Uchinanchu No Hi. I would like to introduce our lovely co-MC to the left of me. She serves as advisor on the 2020 HUOA Executive Council. She's an engineer at Hawaiian Electric. And one interesting fact about her, she is a contestant Cherry Blossom Festival. This is Brienne Yamada.
Thank you, Tom. You are so sweet. I really appreciate that. And for Cherry Blossom, I'm just so excited to to be with such a great group of girls. We're already taking our classes, and it's just a very humbling and exciting experience to learn about my Japanese and Okinawan culture. And so thank you so much.
Oh yes, we have our whole community backing you up. So we wish you the best and good luck.
Thank you. That really means a lot to me. So we wanted to kick off and ask everybody to please send in your comments. We already see some rolling in, but please let us know where you're tuning in from. And we just wanted to take a moment to let everybody know that events like this, like many of our other programs, would really not be possible without the support of our community and supporters like you guys. And so we just like to ask if you're in a position to do so. We are humbly accepting donations at our website, HUOA.org. And we just again want to thank all of our supporters, all of our loyal fans, and our community for helping our organization during this time. We did want to give a special shout out to our sponsor, Rainbow Drive-In, for this event. But let's just get started. Without further ado, we have a speech from our 2016 Governor of Okinawa, Governor Onaga, introducing Uchinanchu No Hi. So please enjoy.
Actually, I wanted to show that little Rainbow's Drive-In. This is actually part from our sponsor. One of my favorites. We have, where's my camera? Boneless chicken. Set, bang, bang.
Please enjoy.
Thank you, Rainbow Drive-In.
我々ウチナンチュは持っている。我々ウチナンチュは未来を創造する力を持っている。我々ウチナンチュは未来への希望を持っている。
我々ウチナンチュはウチナンチュであることに誇りを持っている。ウチナンチュであることを祝うではないか。ウチナンチュは一つになる。
誇りを持って宣言をします。今日は世界のウチナンチュの日です。
Oh man, such a great speech.
Yeah, so powerful. Such a powerful speech.
Yeah, so Tom, can you start us off by telling us a little bit more about Uchinanchu No Hi?
Sure. So Uchinanchu No Hi is celebrated actually on October 30th in Okinawa. It was established by two gentlemen, one from Peru, one from Argentina, Andres Higa and Andres Isa. And it was declared, as you saw in the video, by Governor Onaga at the 2016 Worldwide Uchinanchu Taikai. And Uchinanchu No Hi actually commemorates the vast international network of Okinawan immigrants and their descendants from all over the world. So Uchinanchu No Hi is a worldwide celebration. So in Hawaii, we actually celebrate it in October 29th due to the time difference. So we'd like all of you to join in and celebrating our Okinawan culture, our heritage. And I believe in 2017, after we came back from the Taikai, was the very first time that we actually officially celebrated the Uchinanchu No Hi. The hot HOT crew graciously helped us put together and recap all last year's festivities. So, in fact, I want to quote Andres Higa. He was one of the founders for Uchinanchu No Hi. He said, one of the reasons why Tadashi Isa and I established Uchinanchu Day is because we wanted to preserve Uchinanchu culture, and at the same time, we didn't know how to continue conveying Okinawan culture. So one of the solutions was to establish a day in the Uchina calendar, a day to remind everyone to think about how to preserve their own culture. And since then, the two Andres have been promoting their initial efforts with even the younger generation. at youth summits and other events as well.
Yeah, so this really started at the Uchinanchu Taikai, right? And so
Yes.
Tom was mentioning this Uchinanchu Taikai, and the last one that happened was in 2016, and that was when you were president, right?
Exactly.
Tell us a little bit about your experience in Okinawa, and what was that like?
It was just amazing. I mean, prior to the event, just the excitement was just already building up when participants from all over the world were greeted at Naha Airport by officials. We had some people had relatives, friends. We had the television and radio crew. They just came, and it was just that alone just set the mood for the Taikai. And of course, the parade was an eye opener. The parade, we had just a multitude of countries represented, and you know, looking from a spectator's point of view at the parade, you see these faces, they look Uchinanchu, but they're wearing traditional attire from the country that they represented. They're speaking other languages. So, you know, and a good example is us, from Hawaii. We're clad in our hula dance. We did hula dancing, ukulele, played sanshin. So, you know, everyone showed their Uchinanchu pride, having that opportunity to also pay homage to where they're from. Yeah. But
Yeah, so I mean, someone, Kurt Ginoza, just had mentioned he felt it was so powerful listening to that speech at the Taikai. So
oh, definitely.
It hits me every time. And so, like Tom is mentioning, this really started from our 2016 Taikai. And as Governor Onaga had declared, you know, Uchinanchu No Hi. And so here in Hawaii, we've been celebrating ever since, just like Tom mentioned.
Exactly.
We usually have it at our Hawaii Okinawa Center, and it's just a huge potluck, great food. But last year we did something really special. We had a workshop to teach all of our attendees how to play samba, paranku, taiko, or ichigo ichie. And so it was so cute, you know, just watching everybody learn instruments, some for the first time. And we got everybody on stage performing Asatoyu Yunta. And, you know, of course it wasn't perfect, but it was such an awesome, and I thought it was so cute and heartwarming to see everybody participate and you know, really enjoy the song that, you know, we all enjoy listening to. And so one of the videos coming up next is in highlight, made from our hot crew of our 2019 Uchinanchu No Hi celebration. Enjoy.
All right.
On Uchinanchu No Hi in 2019, the Hawaii United Okinawa Association hosted an event inviting community members to gather and celebrate our Uchinanchu spirit. The night started off with a potluck with lots of good food, but the main attraction for the night was an opportunity to experience playing an Okinawan instrument. Many members of the community have seen performances featuring Okinawan instruments, but not many people have actually had the opportunity to hold and play these instruments for themselves. Attendees were invited to sign up for 1-hour group lessons that featured the samba, taiko, ichigo ichie, and paranku. Here we see 2019 Hawaii United Okinawa Association President Jocelyn Ige introducing the different featured instruments. For most of the participants, these hands-on musical workshops or play shops were their very first experience touching, let alone playing these Okinawan instruments. The samba class was taught by Allison Yanagi Sensei. Paranku was taught by Ellen Higa sensei and members of Paranku clubs of Hawaii. The Taiko class was led by Terry Higa sensei and members of the Hawaii Taiko Kai. Finally, the Ichigo Ichie class was taught by Derek Asato sensei. For the big musical finale of the night, the four groups came together to perform the popular Okinawan song Asadoya Yunpa. For most of the participants, this performance took place only 1 hour after holding their instruments for the very first time. Sanshin and musical support was by Ryosei Oshiro sensei and members of Nidaime Teishinkai. Again, for most participants, this was their very first time touching these instruments, let alone playing these instruments. So while maybe not the most technically perfect performance, everyone involved enjoyed learning about the instruments, and as you can see, had a great time coming together at the end of the night to play a song as a celebration of our shared Uchinanchu heritage.
Oh, looks like so much fun.
I was just engrossed in that video. You know, I mean, that just goes to show that all it takes is just one event for somebody to be involved in, and they just get, fall in love with the culture. Just a little bit more practice. I think Simon would give him the golden buzzer.
Most definitely. But Tom, what was your first Okinawan and non-Okinawan instrument? I heard you know a bunch.
Okinawan instrument. My first one, I think, was the playing drums on the Odeon beer can.
Hey, that was mine. That was my first instrument.
Actually, Sanshin for Okinawan instrument, and for non-Okinawan, I grew up playing the ukulele. So similar, not so similar. There's some similarities, but I think picked up Sanshin because of knowing how to play the ukulele.
Yeah.
How about you?
So I grew up playing taiko, so Asa, and so that took up, there's so much fun, and I have so many memories playing taiko. But right now, recently, I started to play sanchin, and actually Tom and I are in the same group. We proudly represent Afusoryu, and so shout out to Masandu sensei and Kenten sensei. It's just so much fun. It's a lot of fun to learn a new instrument, and I did not learn how to play ukulele, so it's a little bit challenging for me, but it's still a lot of fun. But yeah.
Awesome.
So anyway, we're moving on to the HUOA and really what our organization is about. So Tom, tell us a little bit about what we stand for here in Hawaii.
Okay, so those of you who are watching, not too familiar about our organization, we are the Hawaii United Okinawa Association. We are a nonprofit organization, and basically we want to promote, perpetuate, and preserve the Okinawan culture. So we have 50 member clubs, and we'll be talking about that throughout our show. 40,000 plus members. Majority of our clubs are associated with ancestral villages and towns in Okinawa. We have other clubs that are affiliated by areas here on Oahu and on the neighbor islands. For example, we have HUOA, the Okinawa Jinkai, and we have all our neighbor island clubs, and many to speak of. Let's see, we are governed by the board of directors. Those are our club presidents comprise most of our board of directors, and our executive council. We have our HUOA staff, executive director, full-time and part-time employees, and we just have a host of awesome volunteers. They help to run the events. They maintain the HUOA facility. We're here at the facility right now, in fact. And just among the activities and events, we have one of the largest activities or event that we have is the Okinawa Festival. And as you saw last month, is it last month? Yes, last month, our virtual Okinawa Festival. I hope you all enjoyed that. And also, mainly we have programs that focus on the younger generation, such as our Children's Day Camp. We have our high school student exchange program, Young Okinawans of Hawaii, and also part of our 50 clubs is Shinka. That would be our 50th club, our most latest club to join the HUOA. And in fact, Bree, aren't you a member of Shinka?
I am. And Shinka, oh my gosh, so much fun. We really like to focus our efforts on this generation between the ages of 21 and 40. And it's just really to immerse this generation into the Okinawan culture, get them interested with social and cultural activities. And so normally we hold awamori tasting. That's always a big popular event.
Sap. Desmond, I hope you're tuning in.
We have our cooking classes. We have camping. We go on picnics. Of course, we volunteer at the Okinawan Festival. But we also hold our own version of yuntaku. And so it's not like our HUOA talk story, not as good as that one, but it is one of our big fundraisers where we have just Okinawan music, raffles, foods, and entertainment, and our famous Uchina Janken Po. But I can talk about Shinka all day, but really what we're here to talk about today is HUOA. And Shinka is just one of our 50 clubs under HUOA, and really anyone can become a member. We have clubs that just cover, just everything that you can imagine. We have clubs that represent villages in Okinawa. So we have Yomitan, we have King Choijinkai, we have Azagushikawa, we have Shurinaha. But we also have clubs that partake in social activities such as Young Okinawans. They learn so much about the culture, but you can also find them at the bon dances. We have clubs like Hui Maka'ala, who's known for their great and awesome fashion show. And one of my favorite group of ladies, we have Hui o Laulima. And so we just have such a wide array of clubs, and I highly encourage everyone to check out our website. We have a list of clubs, and you can contact us info@huoa.org, where someone can help connect you with one of our clubs. So thank you, Karo. But Tom, you really understand how these clubs came to be. Can you share some of the history with us of why these clubs were formed?
Surely. Actually, just briefly, Initially, I guess one of the reasons, main reasons why was our Iseis starting the club. They were far away from home, and I guess they wanted to create a support system for communicating with each other, and for events like celebrations, funerals, etc. They needed a way to, I guess, network each other, let each other know that there's things coming up. And I guess for us today, what we know of our clubs, a lot of it has originated from a way back. So, our Shinenkais that most of our clubs have as part of their main activities. Picnics were actually developed long time ago. Well, yeah, long time ago. Picnics came later, and I'm sure most of you viewing have partook in a lot of these different activities at the picnics. As you know, as Bree mentioned, sports, we have a lot of sports clubs. That actually started, I believe, in the 50s. She mentioned Hui Maka'ala. That was a group that wanted to start not only the men, but the women softball teams. So, yeah.
Yeah, so we do have a video featuring some of our clubs and them explaining themselves, a little bit about their club history. That's one of the videos coming up. But Tom, I wanted to ask you one more thing. We have a special video coming up, and I wanted to ask you, what does it mean to you to be Uchinanchu?
To me, to be Uchinanchu, well, it means that for me, I guess, it means that I don't have to buy mosquito repellent because my legs catch all the mosquitoes. No, seriously though. For me, it means that my grandparents and just the effort, what they brought to our islands and brought to our family, it's, I guess, for me to perpetuate the hard work that they did, and by learning the culture, and of course sharing it with my children as well. So just remembering and reflecting on the fact that our Issei, our grandparents, were working so hard for that.
Really, that resonates with me too. And with the culture and the music, I think plays a really big part. But I think we can all agree that our Okinawan community, our culture really revolves around food as well.
Oh, definitely.
We're really proud about that. And so this is something that we'll be talking about later in our show, just how proud we are for our community and the food, and how it brings everybody together. So next up, we wanted to introduce our video, edited by our famous Carly Namihira.
Carly!
And we've asked our members what it means to them to be Uchinanchu. And like Tom mentioned, we also have a video showing our HUOA club members and our clubs and the history behind them. So enjoy.
Being Uchinanchu means being proud of being from the islands of Okinawa.
Okinawa is just a place, but it's the people. Being Uchinanchu is the feeling, and it's like the aloha spirit.
Uchinanchu, Chimugukuru, #1.
The feeling of togetherness, family, friends.
Good, fun people, and so generous and kind.
All the values of accepting people as they are. People like to love and laugh.
We make sure that we're there for each other.
Having fun, fellowship.
Enjoy each other's company.
They're working hard, they also play hard, and they drink hard. And that's why they live a long time, because they love to party. Being Uchinanchu.
Enjoying some awamori.
Fill a cup of a drinking cup full of straight liquor, hot liquor, and they expect you to drink that.
soba. Our culture of language, dance, karate.
Dance kachashi.
I get to dance with my
Being Uchinanchu is the spirit of being proud of your heritage.
Because we know who we are and where we came from, and our parents and our grandparents like that. It adds some depth to our understanding of ourselves.
Remembering what our ancestors gave us, our Issei and our Nisei sacrifice for us.
Things that we learned from our parents, our ancestors.
Because of them and who they are and what they have accomplished is where I am today and who I can be today.
The Uchinanchu spirit lives strong, and it's a passing of from generation to generation.
On learning about my culture, learning about karate, learning about sanshin, learning about odori dance.
Learning the culture and preserving and perpetuating the Okinawan spirit.
Being Uchinanchu means to share what I have.
It's spreading, continuing, preserving who we are, our heart, our soul.
Being involved in the culture, doing everything that I can to help perpetuate it.
Honor that tradition and heritage and share that with our children, because we had that commitment to each other, to where we've been, where we come from, and where we want to go.
We hope to keep our legacy, because I'm only now discovering what it is to be Uchinanchu.
But it really is about family.
A big family.
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 It's a family.
Family with very hairy legs.
People care about each other. People look after one another.
Helping out others whenever we can.
Play hard, work hard, and give as much as you can selflessly to everyone.
To be an Uchinanchu is to be a world citizen. It's easy.
Being an Uchinanchu is my whole life.
Programs by the Hawaii United Okinawa Association are made possible by donations from viewers like you. Mahalo and ippe nihe debiru.
Aisai. I'm Colin Hu from the Young Okinawans of Hawaii, also known as Yo. I'm the vice president of the club and have been a member for about 15 years now. Although we're called the Young Okinawans, you actually don't have to be young or Okinawan to join. We have no age limit and welcome anyone interested in our mission. Yo was founded in 1980 after a group of local Sansei Okinawans came home from a leadership tour in Okinawa with a renewed interest in and appreciation for our homeland. Currently, between our dancers, drummers, musicians, and our awesome volleyball players, we currently have about 50 active members.
Aisai Gusuyo! I'm Denise. I'm the president of Nakagusku Sonjinkai. We were formed as Minami Nakagusku back in 1949 by several of the men who wanted to play softball on the Hui Maka'ala Softball League. Today, we still continue that proud tradition of softball, as well as volleyball, golf, and bowling. We have about 150 member households.
My name is Dexter Teruya, Yaugo Uyahanjame, and I serve as an advisor for the Oroku Azajin Club. Our club was formed in 1924, which makes us 96 years, and we have over 400 members.
Hi, my name is Ted Matsuda. I'm the current president of the Kohala Okinawa Kenjinkai Club. We were founded in 1955, and we currently have about 85 members.
My name is Karo Higa, and I'm a member of Kitanakagusuku Sonjinkai, Hawaii. Our club was founded in 1946 after Nakagusuku village was divided in two by the US military in Okinawa, forming Kitanakagusuku and Nakagusuku. We have about 85 members.
Haisai Gusuyo. I'm Robert Kaneshiro, president of HUOA Okinawa here in Hilo, Hawaii. Our club was founded in 1946 and we have about 300 members.
Hi everyone. I'm coming to you today from beautiful Kona, which is located on the west side of the Big Island of Hawaii. I am Shiro Kurishige, president and proud member of the Kona Okinawa Kenjin Kai. Our club was established just 9 years ago. In 2011, we became the 49th club to join HUOA. Even with this late start, we have been actively sharing our culture with our Kona community. We have approximately 60 members who come from different prefectures in Okinawa, along with several members who joined to learn more about our Uchinanchu heritage.
Chitang Sunjin Kai was created in 1927. At that time, it was called Chitang Doshi Kai, which means persons in pursuit of common objectives, friends, and comrades. It included Okinawans from the area of Chitang, which included Kadena. In 2003, the members decided to rename our club to Chitang Kadena Chojin Kai, or as we know it, CKCK.
I'm a member of Nago Club. It's originally called Nago Chojin Kai or Nago Town Club. Founded around 1920, so this year is actually Nago Club's 100th anniversary. We currently have just over 100 members, that includes family members. I am serving as an advisor for the past few years, and our president is Jennifer Yamanuha.
Wow. You know, that one video really just sums it up about being Uchinanchu. Words like togetherness, family, accepting people, you know, perpetuating culture, fun, awamori, and just being proud of and honoring your heritage and all the sacrifices of Issei. All those words just resonate, yeah, in your mind as being Uchinanchu. And also the other video, you know, specifically about the clubs, you know, a lot of people actually never saw, or without this explanation on the video, a lot of people don't know too much the detail of some of the clubs. So it's very fortunate that we have that people that made videos and explained about their clubs. So we have, more knowledge about what's going on throughout our organization. And just how the clubs preserve, the culture in so many different ways, through volunteering, through fellowship, performances, and just the origins of some of the clubs. Very interesting on how some of the clubs were formulated. Yeah.
Definitely, and we did highlight some of our videos, through our virtual Okinawan festival, but we didn't get a chance to show all of them, and so we thought it'd be a perfect opportunity to show some of the videos that haven't been shown through this Uchinanchu No Hi, and so we hope that you did enjoy that, and we'll be posting it on our YouTube channel shortly, and so stay tuned for that. But our last video that just had played was feature from our virtual Okinawan festival, and we've been talking about it a lot. We've had a whole Yuntaku episode about it, and of course a lot of hype. But this 2020 goes. We really can't talk about this year without really remembering what we did for virtual Okinawan festival and how it brought our community together, and through a unfortunate situation of having to cancel our Okinawan festival. Really a challenge. I felt it was almost a challenge from our president Lynn Miyahiro, who put us in a position where, not that we were forced to, but we had the option. We were put in a position where we weren't able to hold our normal Okinawan festival that we hold at the convention center, and instead pivot in a different direction to still perpetuate and keep this culture going and bring our community together in a different way. And so we took it as a movement and we pushed it into our community, and we used this opportunity to preserve our culture and really show the world who we are here in Hawaii, by asking questions and capturing stories, especially of our members. And so we just can't stop, talking about virtual Okinawan festival, and we do really want to share with the world through this event, Uchinanchu No Hi, our virtual Okinawan festival, and that's why we're showing some highlights that we wanted you to enjoy. But Tom, what are some of our upcoming videos?
Yeah,
coming
so
up next?
Speaking of virtual Okinawa festival, we have videos on Sanshin, Taiko, and Shishimai, and then we have some other footage that we will be sharing about members, talking about what generation they are, whether they're Issei, Nisei, Sansei, and their special stories from some of their first generations. That is very interesting. So we got a preview of that actually. So I think definitely you will find this very, very interesting. So if we can roll those videos.
Enjoy. Hi. I am third generation Uchinanchu. In the early years of our club's existence, our New Year's parties were held at a member's home. The men sat on the floor on one side of the room and the women on the other side. The food and entertainment was provided by members of the club. At our summer picnics, the Isseis, or first generation, would sit on lawn chairs, and the younger folks would visit with them, talk story, and speak in Uchinaguchi dialect.
I am an Issei and raised in Yomitan-son, Toguchi, and came to Hawaii 1954. We started our club 9 years ago by looking up Okinawan names in the telephone book. We called a meeting and began the process of starting our club in 2011. Thank you.
Aloha. My name is Derek Iha, and I am a third-generation member of the Wahewa Kyoryukai. My grandfather, Songkyu Iha, was the second president of the Wahewa Kyoryukai, serving from 1939 to 1940. From our written history, our annual Shinen Enkai was held at his house on HUOA Avenue before the establishment of Dot's Banquet Hall in Wahewa Town.
I'm a member of the Sansei generation, and I was born after World War II. A story that I recently heard from Okinawa was that after the war, Okinawa was devastated, and our Issei and Nisei members of our club sent over funds to Asa Oroku to help them rebuild a community center, which was used in place of a school. Today, it is still being in use as a senior center.
ハワイ全島の皆様、こんにちは。私はマウイ島の西原敏子です。生まれは沖縄うるま市赤野区です。今年はホノルル沖縄フェスティバルが通知になりまして、とっても寂しいです。毎年参加して沖縄の三味線や歌、そして踊りなどを見て2日間沖縄にいるみたいです。来年はコロナウイルスもクリアになってホノルル沖縄フェスティバルに行きたいです。そしてお友達にも会いたいです。
Hi, I'm Denise. I'm the president of Nakagusku Sonjinkai. I am a third generation, 100% half Okinawan. My grandfather is Taketo Asato, and he came from the village of Tomari, Nakagusku. And he came here to be with his two brothers, Usei and Shinsei Asato. One of the first generation stories I remember is that the club was formed by some of the men who wanted to play softball on the Hui Maka'ala team. We even had a girls softball team, and they were called the Clovers. Yes, your grandma played softball. We continue to have strong sports teams to this day, and we have a lot of trophies to prove it.
Hey, I think I gotta call our executive director. I think we have an infestation of shisa at Hawaii Okinawa Center. We gotta call the exterminators again. Oh, that was an awesome video. That was a nice incorporation of the shisa behind the wall. That was really, really, really nice. But the other videos, and one story that really stuck out for me was Dexter Teruya's story about how their club donated money and they built the community center, and even to this day, it's still standing and operating as a senior center. So, to see what they donated and still, I guess you can call that the fruit of their labor, but it's such a heartwarming story. And when Denise was sharing about Hui Maka'ala, the softball team, my mom and my auntie actually played on the softball team for Hui Maka'ala. I know there was either in the Uchinanchu book or one of the Issei. I know in the Issei book there's a picture and there's my auntie on the softball team. So I don't know where my mom is. Maybe she was the bat girl or something, yeah. So, I'm not sure. My mom, Mimi ga toi, so that's okay. Maybe she might pick up on that, and when I go home, and she's going to slap me later. But, this was a good chance. These were videos, a lot from the festival. It's a good chance for our viewers to kind of sit back, because normally at the festival, a lot of them are so busy volunteering. They're at, the food booths, they're upstairs manning some kind of exhibit, volunteering at different parts of the festival. So this was actually a really good opportunity, because they got to kind of, chill and sit back and watch all these videos and focus where normally they wouldn't be able to do that. Yeah. But, just watching these videos, you're just in awe of how some of these clubs, and a majority of them, the average are between 80 and 100 years old, these clubs. So, and how they helped after the war and, things like that. It's just so special, yeah, Brie.
It is so special. And growing up in these clubs, I mean, you just really get this sense of family. Our ancestors are the Issei coming from Okinawa. It's just a really special feeling to be part of this community here in Hawaii, and this is why we're all here, right? And
exactly.
So thank you again to our Issei, and so glad we can capture that on film. And so one of the silver linings that we wanted to talk about, that maybe some of you are tuning in to hear tonight, is this opportunity that we wouldn't have normally taken on, I think, if this year didn't pan out the way it did. And this is something that we created that received just so much positive feedback. I hope you can guess what we're going to announce, but it just received so much positive feedback. But this was our HUOA marketplace. And there's just so much traction, and we put out items that we didn't think were going to sell out, and we actually had conversations over long nights and not really knowing what to do, just because there was so much interest in the merchandise that we were selling. And so we wanted to take that excitement from Virtual Okinawan Festival and continue that through Uchinanchu No Hi, and thank all of our supporters and give everybody the chance to take part in what we're calling Purple Friday. And so instead of Black Friday, we've created our own special twist on it. And we wanted to make a special announcement that tomorrow, Friday, October 30th, at 8 a.m. Hawaii time, we're going to be releasing new merchandise on to celebrate Purple Friday. And so we're going to be releasing merchandise to promote the online store and get ahead of your holiday shopping. We're going to be doing our special limited edition Uchinanchu No Hi merchandise that includes shirts, bags, and all of the orders for Uchinanchu No Hi must be placed by Friday, November 6th at 11:59 p.m. So that's 1 whole week of pre-ordering. And the ETA for the merchandise to ship is November 16th. We are also going to be releasing some merchandise from our Monday crafters, and so that was a huge hit. These Monday crafters normally come into the Okinawan Center and, spend their week creating crafts and little gifts that are really one of a kind. And so one of the very, very popular items that we had for our Virtual Okinawan Festival was our face masks. And so we're going to be releasing some of those. We have some Okinawan themed greeting cards from Emi Inc., as well as discounts on past Okinawan Festival t-shirts, and a release of remaining stock of our 2020 Okinawan Festival shirts, where quantities are extremely limited. I say extremely limited, and so please set your alarm. This may be a once in a lifetime opportunity, and so visit our website at www.shop.huoa.com or see our HUOA.org website for more information. So Tom, I don't know about you, but I set my alarm to 7:55 a.m. tomorrow morning to get early dibs on some of the merchandise. And so
I get up at 4:45, so my alarm is set. I'm good to go already. Yes. And just looking at the screen, all the different items, that's so hopefully you guys are eager to grab some of that merchandise. So make sure you pay attention to those dates and go to our website, shophuoa.com. shophuoa.com.
And we have this merchandise and we have so much supporters, but we again want to remind everybody that these donations and these purchases really go back to our organization. We put on these programs to support programs like our high school student exchange, our Watabi Ashibi, and all of these funds go to support programs like that. And so again, we want to thank everybody and thank our sponsor for today, Rainbow Drive-In, for all of your support. We really couldn't have done it without you.
Do I hear a sep sep? Sorry, Desmond, we're just overusing that, but you are an inspiration, so it's hope you don't mind. Bang bang.
So Tom, there's just so many parts of our organization that's so unique, and so we do have picnics on Oahu, and we have a whole different list of events on our neighbor islands. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Okay, so picnics. So we have many clubs. I think majority of them have their picnics either in the summertime, August and September, some in July. So many of them are at Ala Moana Park. Unfortunately, due to the situation, I'm sure many of them get canceled. But typically, though, our picnics involve games, relays, food, of course, and it's a time because a lot of these clubs don't have the opportunity to get together. These may be a few of their events that everyone in their club, or majority of the members in their club get to see each other. So, but it's a really good time for that. Neighbor Island clubs, we have actually, in our video, we're going to be sharing so much more, and then we want you to sit back and take a look at these clubs. What they do is so much. You'll be amazed at what Maui. You'll see what Maui Okinawa Kenjin-kai does as far as I don't want to give it away. You're going to be watching that video. We have Hui Okinawa, who's going to be doing sharing about what they do. We have Kohala, who had their first Isa Obon, and I'm giving too much away. I think we should roll that video. Yeah. Okay.
Enjoy.
Enjoy.
Did you know that most of our HUA clubs celebrate the summer with a club picnic? Almost every weekend during summer, you will be able to see clubs at our beach parks. The club picnic areas are easily spotted by the proud display of their club banner. Club members enjoy a day in the sun, catch up on stories with family and friends, share their favorite Okinawan food, eat shave ice, and play games. We asked the clubs about their favorite games.
Favorite game at the picnic would be the tug of war, usually at the end of the picnic, men against the women. And everybody got up to participate, young and our older individuals. Somehow, the women always won.
My favorite game is the egg in the spoon. It's just really, really fun because it's super hard, but it's also really fun.
I always enjoyed the vegetable pickup game at the picnic. Grandma would say, "Go get more onion, go get more nasubi." Then she'd have all her vegetables and not have to go grocery shopping that week.
Obstacle course.
In August, we meet at Ala Moana Beach Park for our annual picnic. Each family brings a potluck dish to share with the others, and there's always lots of refreshing shave ice. Everybody, kids, adults, and even old folks compete in games, and everyone goes home with a bag full of prizes. And some lucky members even go home with a nice door prize too.
My favorite picnic game is the vegetable pickup.
My favorite picnic game is that hoarding game where you have all the fruits and vegetables and everybody is trying to gather as much as they can in a short amount of time. And then I always get pushed over by some of the elders in our club.
Our favorite picnic game is the water balloon toss.
Water balloon toss.
I love the relays. Water balloon toss is awesome.
Haisai from the Maui Okinawa Kenjin-kai. The Maui Okinawa Kenjin-kai proudly hosts a variety of events, including the Shinnen-kai golf tournament, gate ball, rummage sale, Maui Okinawa Festival, children's cultural camp, Okinawan food concessions at the Paia Renzaizen Obon, and scholarships offered to high school graduates. Our Shinnen-kai is well known to be one of the best potluck events on the island. At our Shinnen-kai, we feature our cultural club groups as well as performers from the outer islands. The Maui Okinawa Festival, normally held at the shopping center, is a one-day event that attracts thousands of Maui residents. We showcase a cultural display room, sell delicious Okinawan food, and highlight Okinawan entertainment from young kids to the elderly. The Children's Cultural Camp is a fun-filled 4-day event teaching children all aspects of the Okinawan culture, from language to cooking, performing in creative arts, and much, much more. The Paia Renzaizen Church features the only all-Okinawan bon dance on the island. Our club eagerly operates the food concessions, which includes pig's feet soup, rafute plate, and andagi. Finally, our club offers multiple $1,000 scholarships annually to graduating high school seniors who are of Okinawan ancestry or members of the Maui Okinawa Kenjin-kai. Over the past 40 years, we have awarded over $75,000 in scholarships. We are most grateful when students return from college to help our club and give back to the Okinawan community. Nihei de biru.
Hi
Hi, my name is Megan Escalona. Some of the activities our club does is our annual Shinenkai and Bonenkai. We also do our biannual Harly Festival. In 1990, our first festival was held here at Wailoa. 3 Sabani boats were donated by our sister city, Nago City in Okinawa. And my favorite event that our club puts on is the HUOA Okinawa Children's Day Camp.
The Kona Okinawa Kenjin-kai holds 4 major events every year. Our annual Shinen and Kai is held in February, where we showcase Okinawan entertainers from Honolulu or the Big Island, along with good food and good fellowship. Our Children's Day Camp is held in June, where we share our culture, dance, food, and crafts with students for 2 days. Our annual picnic is held in August to welcome 3 students from Kumejima High School who are here on a student exchange program. We enjoy good food, fellowships, and lots of games. In November, we participate in the Kona Coffee Cultural Festival by selling andagi at the Ho'olaulea event. This has become a popular item in our Kona community and is our annual fundraiser.
So we had the first Asa Obon on our Hawaii island, and we were joined by Ukwanchin, Kabudan, and the young Okinawans. They joined us every year except for this past year due to COVID.
We did our first hardy boat race. We were leading the pack. We had so much fun, and then all went wrong. Our boat turned around and was going the opposite way, and it turned over. So we were the first in the water.
Huialu hosts the Kauai Okinawan Dance Festival every other year on even years. The 2-day festival features live Okinawan entertainment and bon dance with performers from Kauai and many friends from Oahu who fly over to join us. Huialu members work hard to prepare favorites like pig feet soup, champuru, and andagi. We also feature cultural displays, a country store, and lots of homemade baked goods. Please come to Kauai and join us for our next festival in 2022.
Folks and all that, and they paddled and did very well. And they always told me that Hilo should be the home of hardy boat race, and I laughed at them at that time. But then they insisted that I go to Nago City and ask the mayor to give us the hardy boat for the 90th anniversary. So in 1989, Melvin Kaneshir and I went to Nago, and at that time I was thinking of asking them to borrow one boat, and we'll just do a demonstration. But when I went over there and sat with the new mayor, Mayor Higa, he said, well, how many boats do you want? And I said, well, shoot for the moon. I said, well, how about 3? Because you all raised 3. He said, okay, you got 3. And we'll start building it for you and have it shipped for you. Can you make arrangement with the Okinawan government, who was Governor Nishimi at the time, with his maritime ships? And if they can ship it over for you, we'll make the boat for you. So they had this master builder, I think his name was Renichi Oshiro, construct this boat from new wood, specially made for us. And in January of 1990, the Kaihomaru brought the boat to Hilo Harbor, and that was Captain Shimoji. And Captain Shimoji really worried because they had a rough voyage coming over, and he thought that if he lost the boat, he couldn't go back to Okinawa. So when he came over here in Honolulu, he checked into the hospital to check his ulcers. And then he continued on to Hilo, and we unloaded the boat. And I think we had our first tryout in May. And on August 18th of that year, we had our first hardy boat race to commemorate the 90th anniversary of Okinawan immigration to Hawaii. So this is commemorating the 100th.
Wow, did you see that video? So the harly boat, in fact, I got a comment from our executive director, John Itomura, who is in the Yo boat, Young Okinawans Hawaii boat, weighing it down, coming in last place. But did you see how low those boats were, close to the water? But just that story that they shared, Hui Okinawa shared about the boats being donated from Nago City, and just the network of how it got to Hilo from working with the government and having it shipped over. And poor is it the captain who had to check in at the hospital to check his ulcers? Might have been a lot of weight on his shoulders. But just the other ones. And this is just exactly what I was mentioning a few minutes ago about you never get a chance to see footage from Neighbor Island. So I hope you were able to see and get enlightened about what they do, all these different things, that activities that the Neighbor Island Kenjinkai clubs do. Just picking out, for example, Maui Okinawa Kenjinkai, and having the rummage sale, gate ball. They have a scholarship that they give away to students, golf tournament, and just these other clubs. In fact, I was able to, as president in 2016, able to visit the clubs, and they're so hospitable. Shout out to Ted Matsuda guys having me sleep over in Kohala. During Kohala, their Shine Kai and Kent Yamuchi. Thank you guys so much. In fact, Hui Alu, they hold a fishing tournament. And just around that time, I was able to participate in that fishing. I love fishing, so thanks again, Ken. Mahalo for that. Yeah. So, just seeing that, and hope you can all see the love, the aloha that the Neighbor Islands bring to our community, to our organization. So, thank you guys. Thank you, and we really appreciate your support. Yeah,
definitely,
really.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, growing up on Kauai Okinawan Festival was a big event, and having to cancel both the Maui Okinawan Festival and the Kauai Okinawan Festival. I mean, I was actually really excited to go this year to both, and even the harly boat race had to be canceled too. And so, just can't wait for everything to settle down for us to get back to having these really memorable events that we get to come together and celebrate with everybody. But I didn't know about the fishing tournament. Did you end up catching anything?
You know what? I was actually more focused on picking opihi. You know how not too plentiful opihi is. So I think Kent did all the fishing, and then I was kind of focused on that. But I did some whipping. Was able to catch a few small ones here and there. But they have a fishing tournament.
Definitely. Yeah. And, when you talk about the Neighbor Islands, anybody you talk to will always talk about their food. I mean, just the potlucks they have, like the food that they bring to their events. I mean, there's no other parties like on the Neighbor Island. And I mean, we were just talking about it earlier, huh? Like just the amount of hospitality that they show, it's just really special. And so, going on that note, we wanted to, celebrate this time and really bring our community together in this topic of food. And so, just like Jake Shimabukuro was mentioning in our other week, in our Yuntaku episode, he had these vivid memories of drinking Goya juice in Okinawa. And I couldn't help but laugh because I did the same thing. I remember I was 9 years old and drinking Goya juice, and my grandma goes, "Here." And you don't have a choice but to drink it. And he the way that he described the story was exactly how I remember, where they expect you to drink it. Everybody is like, "Oh, so tasty," and him like thinking it's a joke. It's so bitter and so earthy. But long story short, this is like Goya, bitter melon. You can ask my family, my grandma. This is something that I can eat every single day.
It grows on you, huh?
It really does. And so, Tom, do you have a favorite Okinawan dish or food that you just really enjoy eating?
I like things that people don't usually like chi iricha, which is kind of like the Filipino version of diniguang. Okinawa actually has a version of that where they stir fry either pork meat, sometimes the billy goat, but I really like those kind of unusual, out of the way kind of places too in Okinawa, as you can see, because as billy goat, you can that smell just permeates throughout the neighborhood. So that's one of my favorites.
I see. And so on this topic of food, we associate food with our Okinawan community, but really with this spirit of Yuimaru. And we talk about that because during our virtual Okinawan festival, we really couldn't have, like our normal Okinawan festival, at least. We sell food and people come enjoy their annual Oki dogs and Okinawa soba and andagi, but really we couldn't do that this year. And so what we did was we gave this opportunity to our local businesses for them to supply the food and for everybody to visit these restaurants and support our local Okinawan food restaurants. And it was just a huge hit. And what we wanted to do was to continue that spirit of Yuimaru and hold this strong tradition of having now 50 we can recall over 50 Okinawan-owned restaurants here in Hawaii, and continue to ask the community to support local, not just here in Hawaii, but all over the world. And so we are asking in this time that, some are, struggling a little bit here, through this pandemic, but really for our community to come together and enjoy the food and again, support local. And so with that, we are going to be having our first ever Okinawan Festival, and spearheaded by Shari Tamashiro. She spoke about it at this past week's Yuntaku episode, but this is where we are featuring a number of Okinawan-owned restaurants that are connecting their roots and creating a special Okinawan-inspired dish that will only be available during this festival weekend. And so we have restaurants like Utage serving Okinawan Kandaba jushi, one of my favorites, yes. Exactly. Rice porridge with sweet potato leaves. We have Tatsuo Hawaii, who will be serving shoyu pork and spare rib soup on special. And one of the very interesting dishes that we just kept getting in our comments during Virtual Okinawan Festival was for our Oki dog. I mean, people were just craving it. And so Gochi Grill, which is actually located downtown in Honolulu, is going to be serving an Oki dog along with an Okinawan soba with spare rib and pork belly. And they're going to be doing that through pre-orders. And so there's a lot of information being thrown at you at once. And so we wanted to direct you to our Okinawan Festival website. You can access it through our HUOA.org. We just have so many websites with so much information. So again, our main hub is HUOA.org. www.hoa.org, and we can direct you to our Okinawan Festival. But that is coming up next week. I'm sorry, not just weekend. It's starting on November 2nd. And so please check out their website. They have so much information. So again, we just continue to ask to support local and enjoy celebrating this Okinawan Festival.
So it's time for us to turn the cameras on you viewers. So we ask you, what Okinawan-owned food restaurants did you pick up dinner from? And what did you choose? Not only for the festival, just in general. What Okinawan restaurants did you pick up dinner from and own restaurants? Yeah. And what did you, and here's Brianne showing her chicken plate. So we're actually looking at our stream of comments. So you guys can go ahead and comment what dishes are you looking forward to. And you know what? I have a script here, and it says bang, bang, sep, sep. I don't know who wrote that. I'll say it when I want to say it, okay? Bang, bang, sep, sep. So let's roll that video.
One of my favorite places to eat is Tetsumen Ramen,
Takamiya Market,
Tagi Restaurant,
Hide-chan,
Masa Enjoy Sokazu,
Sunrise Restaurant,
Rainbow Drive-In.
HUOA is known for their plate lunches, and Rainbow Drive-In is one of the best. They have 4 convenient locations: Kapalulu, Kalihi, Aiea, and Eva Beach. So give them a try next time.
My favorite restaurant is Palace Saimin, and it's because I used to go there when I was a kid. Palace Saimin is your quintessential hole-in-the-wall with only 4 menu items. My favorite is going to be the wonton min with a side of barbecue sticks.
When we are craving Hawaiian food
or home-cooked grinds,
we go to Highway Inn.
My favorite Okinawan restaurant is Hide-chan because it's cozy and the food tastes just right.
It's located in Mo'iliili on the corner of King and Houston Street. And there I get the ginger pork donburi. It comes with miso soup.
The dish I like the best is the Goya tempura, which are slices of bitter melon in a light batter, deep fried until crispy and delicious. I haven't seen this dish anywhere else in Hawaii.
So you have to try it one day. See you there.
I love Zippy's chili. It's the best chili I ever had.
My favorite Okinawan food is shoyu pork and andagi from Ike's Lunch Wagon and Catering.
I love my Masa Enjoy Sokazu.
Like father, like son.
วันね、沖縄県人会のメンバーの玉寄美佐子です。沖縄の出身地は国頭郡宜野村松田、出身です。で好きな料理は沖縄の料理はゴーヤチャンプが一番大好きです。
When my family and I feel like Okinawan food, we go to Tagi Restaurant. I ordered the complete meal, which comes with either soup or salad and various drinks. I personally get the Green River because it reminds me of the old days when I used to eat Okinawan soba with my grandpa, either with spare ribs or with shoyu pork. You can't go wrong in either case because the meat is perfectly cooked, very tender. The soup base is not salty at all, and it comes with dessert, which I have to fight with my son for. So if you ever feel like eating Okinawan food, traditional Okinawan food, I'd highly recommend going there. Hi, Sai from Hilo, Hawaii. One of my favorite places to eat is Tetsumen Ramen. They serve Okinawa jushi as like a side dish to their tonkotsu ramen. So please, when you're here visiting, I recommend Tetsumen Ramen.
My favorite Maui Okinawa-owned eatery is Takamiya Market. Takamiya Market, the little giant of Happy Valley owned by the Takamiya family, has been serving Maui since 1946. Home of the mini bentos, poke, sashimi platters, and all the side dishes you can imagine. They also supply our club with pig's feet for our festival ashitebichi soup.
Where are you going?
I'm going to pick up our takeout dinner.
Oh, we're at Sunrise Restaurant at the corner of Kapuhulu and Herbert Street. This is the order that we had. the salmon bento. We also have a dynamite salmon, ooh, really delicious. Okinawan food, goya champuru, sashimi. You get yakisoba. What I like about Sunrise restaurant is I can practice my sanshin while I'm waiting for my food. You can go eat delicious food and enjoy yourself.
job. Wow, big message right there. Yeah, really, really support our local economy, our local businesses, restaurants. Well put together. And also, shout out to Carly Namihira for putting together that initial restaurant video too. Thank you so much. Yes.
That support local video. I mean, really every order matters, and we just asked for everyone to continue supporting our community. So
Yeah.
thank you.
Thank you, Chris and Carly. Yes. Okay. We actually had in one of our previous, we talked about Uchinanchu No Hi. We have the logo for this that'll appear on some of the merchandise. So on our T-shirts and also on the bags. But there are some comments that they wanted to see a little close-up of the logo, and this would be the logo right here. Uchinanchu No Hi. And we have incorporated in there the Hawaiian flag along with the logo for the Okinawa flag. Okay, so that would be it right there. Awesome.
Sorry, so I think my mic went out, but hopefully you can hear me now. Again, it's just so important that we thank Carly Namihira and Chris Iwamura. Chris Iwamura for editing our the last video you saw about supporting local, and really every order matters. And so we just wanted to thank our community and embrace that we are in this together, and for all of you to continue supporting our local businesses, and especially with this Okinawan festival that's coming up this week.
Okay, and I believe my mic was on, right, when we were talking about the logo?
I think so.
Okay, so yeah, that was the logo that was shown. It's the Uchinanchu No Hi. So it's nice real logo, and it's going to be on the T-shirts. So imagine yourself with that, with the logo on a T-shirt or a bag. That's really nice put together, yeah?
Yeah, so again, tomorrow, October 30th at 8 a.m. Hawaii time.
Hawaii time. So guess what, Bree? I think we have come to that time already.
We are. I mean, I can't believe time has gone by so quickly, but we're just so lucky to have this proud Uchinanchu community. We wouldn't be able to celebrate Uchinanchu No Hi, Okinawa Day, without everybody here in Hawaii. And so, we're looking at this opportunity, not just to celebrate what we have here in Hawaii with all of you, but this opportunity is allowing us to celebrate with everybody around the world. And so we hope that these digital events will continue to bring us together. And so again, we want to thank everybody. We wanted to thank our loyal fans. We have I heard Lynn Nitahara is out there watching. We have Jess Yamamoto. Of course, we had Linda Kamihira. We have so many people. I wanted to shout out to Brooke Mahelani Nitahara for watching as well. And so again, with that, we wanted to ask for everyone to continue supporting local, no matter where you are in the world. Embrace that we are celebrating Uchinanchu No Hi.
Exactly.
And without our sponsor today, Rainbow Drive-In, we wouldn't be here. So again, thank you, and just ipe nihe debiru. Thank you so much.
Yes, and this day is just one day that we celebrate throughout the year, but it's Uchinanchu No Hi. But you can think about it, celebrate it every day. Be proud to be Okinawan and Okinawan at heart. Okay, so with that, I think, do I hear a kachashi coming up? Kachashi. So typically at the end of Okinawan events, we all get up. So wherever you are, if you are in your home, not while you're driving now. If you're at your home, get up from your chair. You get bad back, take your time. Okay, get up, and we'll do a kachashi. So we're gonna get up. Lucky I never wear shorts today. So let me get behind over here, and we're gonna do our kachashi. So basically, here's my camera. I gotta kneel down and do my kachashi. Okay, so just sway your hands back and forth like you're closing the shutter. Open, close, open. Men, you can have closed fists like this. There's no real right or wrong. If you get flies in your house, termites, shoo them away right now, okay?
And with that, we wanted to thank you all. Enjoy our kachashi video that we'd like to share with you. Again, mahalo, ipe
Mahalo.
nihi debedu.
Aloha.
We'll see you next time.
Yes.
Chaga